today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Andy Dalton and the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
On play action, here's Ridder. And complete to Drake London. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 50 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ridder. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Ridder to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Ridder. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Well, the Panthers offense set to take over for the first time, and it's Andy Dalton who is at the helm in season 13 now out of TCU.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
And Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second down at 6 now from the 42. And Dalton to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. He gets away from 1. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A give up the middle, Hubbard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Andy Dalton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So our game here, one of 8 games in total on this opening weekend that is a divisional matchup. And listen, you look at this NFC South, new coach and quarterback on the other sideline for Carolina, new quarterback in New Orleans, new QB in Tampa. All of a sudden, Desmond Ridder, Charles, is the lone established veteran quarterback in the division.
I like how you said established there. I think in the elastic sense of the word, he's the established veteran. But he is the guy that returns to his team from last year and is leading them. This division is going to be wide open.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. That's taken on the 25. Able to spin free. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero?
Like taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Dalton now to pass. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ritter now. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
So Dalton now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Throwing, Dalton. Trying to lay one up deep.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it'll be Dalton again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondering about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Rashad White, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. Gus Edwards with a couple of touchdowns. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. We saw a strong first half out of the veteran quarterback, Andy Dalton. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go with Sanders, fighting through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Ritter.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard. Ritter back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
And you see the last drive, great chunky yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll run here with Hubbard.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hubbard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter from the gun.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw.
This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Another chance for Dalton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On first down, Ritter.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He'll look to throw. Going up top.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Oh, passing it. Dalton.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance.